The immediate past secretary to the federal government, Boss Mustapha, has come under attack by Tinubu apologists after stating the obvious that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not make former President Muhammadu Buhari president in 2015. That is what we're going to talk about, and we're going to show proof that Boss Mustapha is right. Tinubu did not make Buhari president. And if you want to know those who made Buhari president, Buhari himself, the United States, and other Nigerians who were fed up with the PDP and Goodluck Jonathan administration. We're going to show you with facts and figures that indeed Tinubu did not make Boss Mustapha, did not make Buhari, Tinubu did not make Buhari president in 2015. He is just like every other contributor to Buhari becoming a president. In fact, Tinubu could not even deliver the whole of the Southwest to Buhari. To show you, and with facts, we're going to show you that. Welcome to my channel. And if you are new to my channel or have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, former secretary to the federal government, Boss Mustapha, he has dismissed the notion that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu made former President Muhammadu Buhari president in 2015. He said this while explaining why the amalgam of political parties that coalesce to form the All Progressive Congress chose Buhari as the All Progressive Congress candidate at the run-up to the 2015 presidential election. Speaking at the unveiling of the book, according to the president, Lessons from a Presidential Spokesperson Experience, Lessons from a Presidential Spokesperson's Experience, written by Garuba Shehu, the former secretary to the federal government, said that already Buhari had 12 million existing votes, adding that the merger merely added 3 million votes to push him across the line. And he said, I do not intend to stir up controversy. I do not intend to stir up any controversy. Unfortunately, the Tinubu apologists, they have seen it as a controversy and they have run with it. But we are going to show them that they are wrong, that Boss Mustapha is right. Now, Boss Mustapha said, I do not intend to stir up any controversy. The merger in 2013 was midwife to create a Buhari presidency. Let us look at statistics. Let us look at statistics. In 2003 election, it was Obasanjo and Buhari presidential contest, where Buhari recorded 2.2 million votes, 2.7 million votes. In the next election, in 2007, Buhari got 6.6 million votes. In 2011, Buhari got 12.2 million votes. He continued to say, when we were conceptualizing the merger, what would give us a head start? And obviously, it was at the back of our consciousness, that the merger with the Congress for Progressive Change, though has only one state, the ACN has 6 states, AMPP 3 states, and when you sum up the total votes that gave us the presidency in 2015, The aggregate of the total votes was 15.4 million votes. So basically, what we brought to the table after the merger, outside the Buhari's 12.5 million votes, was 3 million votes. Here, Boss Mustapha has broken the thing down, how Buhari had been consistent in garnering votes from 2003 to 2015. That, you can put it that it is based on the tenacity of Buhari. You can put it that the reason why he was progressively increasing in the number of votes he was hauling is because he had been consistent, and his messaging had already captured the hearts and minds of majority of Northerners, who are the majority of the registered voters in Nigeria. Okay. Now, let us look at state by state. How has Buhari been making progress state by state to show us how he landed to become president in 2015? How many states did Buhari win in 2003? Now, the total number of states that Buhari won in 2003 when he contested against President Obasanjo, an incumbent president, he won 7 states: Kano, Katsina, Zamfara, Sokoto, Kebbi, Borno, Yobe. These are the 7 states, and these are mostly northeast and northwest states. Take note of that geographic spread: northeast and northwest states. In 2007, Yar'Adua won 24 out of the 36 states, because that election is riddled with so much controversy. Even INEC websites today do not have the state-by-state result of that election, so we leave it aside. But officially, it was stated that Yar'Adua won 24 out of the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Okay, but even Yar'Adua himself admitted that that election was so flawed that he consulted the West panel to look into electoral malpractices in Nigeria, which eventually submitted a report. And if Nigeria had been a serious country, the West report would have been the cornerstone of whatever progress we ought to be making by now. But you know how Nigeria works. Anything that will solve a problem is not prioritized. It is something that will create confusion. Like just Supreme Courts will give judgment. They will make it so complex that every party will think that he won the court verdict. That's what we are seeing all over the place. Something that should be simple is made complex in Nigeria. Now, that's by the way. Now, in 2011, when Buhari contested under the Congress for Progressive Change, CPC, Buhari won in 12 states. I want you to pay attention. I told you about progressive zonal expansion of Buhari. Okay, in 2003, his vote was restricted to northeast and northwest. But in 2011, Buhari made a push to another zone. So let's get into it. And before I go further on this, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, in 2011, under CPC, Buhari won in 12 states: Kano, Katsina, Kaduna, Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Jigawa, Borno, Yobe, Niger, Bauchi, Gombe. Did you notice any difference? Any difference? There is a difference. Or there was a difference. In 2011, for the first time, Buhari won in North Central, thereby expanding progressively outside his normal base, Northeast, Northwest. He won in North Central. He won Niger State, 2011. Take note of that. Now, in 2015, it was a bad time for Jonathan. Kidnapping of the Chibok girls, the terrorism by Boko Haram and other insurgents. The country was like it was on the edge. So a whole lot of things was working in favor of the opposition. Nigerians were fed up with all the stories of corruption that was alleged. Of course, today we know now that corruption is even more endemic now under the APC than under the PDP. But at that time, Nigerians, a whole lot of Nigerians were fed up with the killings, with the Boko Haram activities, and with the corruption stories they are getting. So in 2015, Buhari won 21 states. Now, take a look how he has progressed. He moved from between 2003 to 2007. He moved from being only Northeast and Northwest to North Central. Now, you will see that in 2015, he expanded more into North Central. He won in North Central states that he had never won before. That is the same thing he did by winning in Southwest states that he had never won before. Therefore, it is wrong for anybody to say that if not for Southwest vote, he couldn't have been president. No. If not for the North Central states, that states he had never won before, that he won, he couldn't have been president too. You got that? Let us assume that it is Tinubu that made it possible for him to win the Northwest, since that is Southwest, since that is his base. But you can see that in 2015, let us look at the states that Buhari won. He won 21 states: Adamawa, Bauchi, Benue. For the first time in his political life, he won Benue, Borno, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi. For the first time in his history, he won Kogi state that used to be PDP state. For the first time, he won in Kogi state. Take note of that. He won Kwara, another North Central state. You get that? Then he won Lagos. He won Niger, North Central state. Ogun, Ondo, Osun, Oyo, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara. He won all the 7 Northwest states. Won 5 out of the 6 Southwest states. So even Tinubu could not deliver the whole of the Southwest for him. He delivered only 5 out of 6. He lost Ekiti to Goodluck Jonathan. Now, you can see how other parts of Nigeria that were not, are not into Buhari, came into Buhari. North Central, Kwara, Kogi, Benue. You got that? Niger. All those people added because Buhari had expanded his base beyond the Northeast and Northwest. So it's disingenuous for anybody to say that it was the Southwest vote that made him president. That would not be fair to other expansions that he made in the Northwest, in the to North Central. That would be unfair to Buhari. Okay? So that's exactly how Buhari, through his own effort of communicating and consistently contesting, and then to his Good luck. Nigerians were fed up with the PDP after 16 years, which is normal in a political system, in a democracy. And then, to show you again, the American intervention in the election, interference in the election. The administration of President Barack Obama interfered in the Nigeria's election by openly showing support for the opposition. When Barack Obama sent his political strategist, David Axelrod, to go and be political fixer for the APC administration as a consultant, it was David Axelrod that coined the term change, APC, change. That was the creation of David Axelrod. Now, to show you again America's intimidation of Jonathan, John Kerry, who was the Secretary of State at the time, invited northern Muslim governors to come to Washington to debrief them ahead of the election. They didn't invite northern Christian governor. Recently, former President Goodluck Jonathan talked about it in a recent conversation he had, which went viral. It was a classic case of interference where Goodluck Jonathan was talking about that normally America don't show open support for any candidate in any country the way they did in Nigeria. By being partisan, by showing that they are for the APC, by showing that they wanted a Muslim president to take over and all that. That was clear. So with that kind of intimidation, America backing Buhari and all that, that's President Barack Obama using his Secretary of State to intimidate the President of Nigeria. That created an atmosphere of invisibility for the opposition. And of course, we know there was alleged security reports that arms are being stockpiled. There were threats to make the government of Jonathan ungovernable if he manages to be announced as the winner of the election. So all this atmosphere made it possible for Buhari to become president. And therefore, it is clear it was not Tinubu that made him president. The Buhari himself was instrumental to his own success by his consistent contest and by the trust the people have in him that he's going to make a difference. Of course, at the end of the day, the whole nation was disappointed. But before then, he was seen as the man who would do what nobody else had been able to do, to rid Nigeria of corruption. He failed woefully. But to his credit, before he became president, he worked hard. He was able to win hearts and minds, first of all, of Northeast and Northwest, and then move gradually from the North Central then to the Southwest. Let no man, single man, take credit that he made Buhari president. There were a combination of factors that came into play to produce him as president. Boss Mustapha, the former secretary to the federal government, is right. Tinubu did not make Buhari president in 2015. He contributed just like so many other people did, including people in Kwara, in Kogi, in Benue, and others that never voted for Buhari over the years. But in 2015, they said, look, we need to change this country. We are tired of the PDP. That was what happened. That was how Buhari became president. I don't know what you think about this analysis that confirmed that Boss Mustapha was right. Tinubu did not make Buhari president in 2015. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you.